Today I'm going to be making a spit pad for a baby carrier, the kind you wear like a backpack in the front. My daughter's about 6 months old now and she started chewing on the straps every time we wear her in the front. She just everything goes straight in her mouth. So I decided to crochet these out of cotton. I'm going to include the pattern below for anyone who wants to follow along. I chained 16 and here I am single crocheting the first row. I'm gonna speed up the video really quick for you so you don't have to watch every stitch I make on this first row. Here we go. I don't know about you, but the first row is the most challenging for me. Everything after this goes so much faster. So bear with me while I finish this first row. We'll be speeding along here in no time. Okay, we're turning around right on this stitch here and starting the second row. So we're just gonna keep going with 16 stitches all the way across. Okay, if you're following along, I'm just going to keep it sped up here for a little bit longer until we get to the row where I'm going to be adding a little bit of detail. After that, we'll go a little bit slower. Okay, we're going to keep going pretty quick here, and I'll see you at the fun part at row 17. Okay, and we're slowing down here for this next part. We're going to be doing some double crochets. So I just chained 2 and crocheted 2 double stitches into the first stitch. Then as you can see, I skipped 2 stitches and double crocheted 3 times into that stitch. There we go. And I skipped 2 and double crocheted 3 times into the third stitch away from the last one. And I continue doing that until the last stitch in this row, and I'll just do 2 double stitches into that stitch right at the end, just like I did when I first started. So first stitch again, 2 double crochets. After that, skip 2, 3 double crochets, skip 2, 3 double crochets, all the way across until the last stitch where we just do 2 double crochets. Pretty simple, I think, but it looks really, really cute. Okay, so we're finished with that cute detail. So we're just going to go back to single crocheting. Here we go. Okay, as I'm single crocheting here, we're just gonna speed it up a little bit so I don't bore you to death. I'll see you at the end of this section. Alright, we're done with the single crochet, finishing up here, pulling my last stitch out and snipping the string. So I left about 2.5, 3 inches of string here at the end, and I'm just gonna tuck it back in carefully with my crochet hook so that I don't have the end sticking out. And then after this, we're gonna sew on some buttons. Pretty easy, but really cute and easy to wash. Also, you know, non-toxic. I don't mind if she gets a few pieces of cotton in her mouth while she's chewing. So here we go. I think this took me about, oh my gosh, maybe 3 hours total, but it's hard to say because I always have interruptions. But it really didn't take that long and it felt really simple. I also did have to do this a couple times to get the pattern right, so should be less than 3 hours for you, even if you're a beginner crocheter. Yeah. But yeah, just a fun, useful project that I wanted to share. I am always making stuff for myself, my daughter, my husband. He's interesting, but he doesn't really like my handmade stuff. But my daughter is using a few things that I made already, and this one she still loves to chew on, just like the original Ergo Baby spit pads that we had to go with the carrier. But I just wanted a second set that I could swap in and out when we're washing the first pair. She really drools a lot. So if your daughter's like me, she'll appreciate a second pair, I think. Yeah, these are pretty easy to wash and dry. I highly recommend making a set for yourself, and again, not very long at all to make this up. Alright, so here I'm threading my needle. I like to use 2 strands just because I am a little careless when I sew. And I hate threading the needle. So yeah, got myself a little knot there at the end, and I'm gonna be stitching the buttons in just wherever I feel like I want them to be fastened. I use the 2 ends just so that the crochet doesn't curl up like it likes to do. And it doesn't really matter where you sew them on because the button can be poked through pretty much anywhere on this single crochet. As long as you don't crochet too tight, that should be true for you as well. If you wanted to, you could leave some holes for the buttons and just not crochet completely across like I did at the end of my, after the pattern, the end of the project there. But it's up to you. So yeah, just leave 2 little holes if you wanted to make some button loops, or like I did, just don't crochet really, really tight. A lot of my students in the past do crochet really tight, so you just have to know what your style is. And as long as you think that you can poke a button through, I wouldn't worry about leaving a hole, because crocheting is just a bunch of holes and knots. I've found it's easy just to add a button here and there, and I'd never have had to add a buttonhole. Alright, I hope you enjoy this project as well as I did. Just gonna finish up here. You can watch me sew on the last button, and Thank you for joining. If you are interested in any of the products that I make, my Alesanna site is on Etsy right now, and you can see lots of things that I make by crochet or sewing or knitting. And I love custom orders, so if you have any ideas, you can always send me a message either here on YouTube or on Facebook on my page or on Etsy, and I would love a challenge, so feel free to hit me up and give me a request. I would be really excited to do something special for you. Alright, thanks for joining me, and don't forget to subscribe. Hit the subscribe button and don't forget to push the bell, because I don't know about you, but if I don't push that, then I don't get any of my notifications of any of the lots of YouTubers that I love to watch. So make sure you hit that, otherwise you won't get any updates about my videos when I upload them. Alright, thank you for joining me today. Have a good day.